Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Friday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today in this matchup, we are in week 8 of this London Bulldogs franchise, season 1 by the way, as we'll be battling off against the Dallas Cowboys of whom we already played in week 1 in Arlington, Texas. If you guys haven't checked that video, I'll have the link to the video in the description. And this is our last game before we go into the bye week. And then we got another home game against the Kansas City Chiefs and 2 straight road games against the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. So, with that being said, we'll see you guys at kickoff time. Alright, our goals is to stay undefeated and win the turnover battle, which we should be able to do like we did in our last few videos. We got interceptions returned for touchdowns. And we won a couple Defensive Player of the Week awards. Keep that in mind as well.
Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. As we'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the London Bulldogs versus Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Alright, now it is kickoff time here in London, England, as the Dallas Cowboys in their navy blue jerseys, which I like, are ready to kick off. And Jalen Ramsey, who you guys saw in the last episode, got a pick 6 from DJ Williams, the rookie from University of Pittsburgh, and got that in for a touchdown, along with a punt return for a touchdown as well. So I'll have that video in the link as well. So now I'm going to run the ball with Mark Ingram the second, and he gets a juke move in. So will he run this out? He's going to break tackles, and apparently he does a front flip. So it is indeed a touchdown. 5th rush season with more than 20 yards in a season, with 20 yards per carry, and it's now going to be a 7-0 London Bulldogs victory, and we'll see you guys when we are on defense. Alright, now this is 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line here in London, as the Dallas Cowboys hand the ball off to Ezekiel Elliott, and he's going to get stopped at the 41 for only a gain of 5. So last week, he had 1 touchdown, 17 rushes, 171 yards, 29 more yards until he could have got that big 200. And they won that game. They've only lost 1 game this season, and it was back in week 1 against the Bulldogs. So they've won ever since. And it could be the race to the number 1 seed, and Dak Prescott gets sacked by Dante Hightower, who you guys saw a couple episodes ago. I think it was against the LA Chargers or San Francisco 49ers. Won Defensive Player of the Week for sacks and defensive touchdowns. He had a pick 6 as well. So Jalen Ramsey now, he's ready to return for London. And he's going to get stopped at the 38. So Dante Hightower just got his 3rd sack of the year. And now this is going to be a 1st down and 10 for the London Bulldogs. So we got Ben Roethlisberger, and he's ready to throw. Findlay, Ohio native, passes it to Odell Beckham Jr., and he's going to get stopped at the 24-yard line. 1 for 1, 38 yards there. So this is now going to be a 1st and 10. So we're going to use the stack out pass play here for the offense. And now he's going to break a tackle. Will he get the 1st down line? The answer is yes, with only a gain of 12. So this is 12 yards in. So this is now going to be a 1st and 10 from the 12. So I'm thinking I might pass the ball maybe to Larry Fitzgerald. I don't really know. Possibly. So I'm going to throw it to him. And he gets this into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And this is now going to be a 14-0 lead here in London. All right, now this is 1st and 10 from the 35 here in London, as now Dak Prescott gets sacked there by Richard Sherman, the former Super Bowl 48 champion with the Seattle Seahawks. And now this is going to be a 2nd and 15 now here for the Dallas Cowboys, and they're going to think about running it in, and he's going to get stopped at the 33 for only a gain of 2 yards. 3rd and 13 now for the Dallas Cowboys as they're on offense. 3rd and 13 now, and they pass it to Michael Gallup, and he's going to get stopped there at the 45. We will see you guys in the second quarter. All right, now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 45 here in London, as now Dak Prescott, he's going to scramble his way. The ball is out, and Thomas Davis Sr. is going to return this all the way to the end zone, and that will be a fumble recovery in the end zone to a touchdown. So this is going to be the first touchdown, defensive touchdown of this game. And what a great way to begin the second quarter, as the London Bulldogs now lead this 21-0 over the Dallas Cowboys. And we're going to take a break, so we'll see you guys when we are back on offense. All right, and the London Bulldogs get a pick, an interception there. Richard Sherman has possession, and his defense now have the possession, and this will be his 2nd interception of the season. So I subbed out Drew Brees to replace for Ben Roethlisberger, and the reason is today is Drew Brees' birthday, and I'll explain more about that when we get into after the 2-minute warning. And today's his birthday. He won a Super Bowl MVP back in February of 2010, and I'm going to throw the ball to Harold McGrady, and he's going to get stopped at the 32. So now this is going to be a 1st and 10 now, and he led the Saints that season 13-3, won the Super Bowl and the NFC title. And speaking of that, he passes the ball to Harold McGrady, and he gets his 5th receiving touchdown of the season. So this is now going to be a 28-0 lead here in London, England. All right, now this is 2nd and 10. We're going to blitz here on defense. So now Dak Prescott is going to get sacked. The ball is out, and Jalen Ramsey gets the fumble recovery, returns it into the end zone, and Thomas Davis Sr. there made that sack. And it's now going to be 35-0 here in London. So we'll see. We're going to take another break, and we will see you guys when we are back on offense. So let's see if Adam Vinatieri will make this PAT count. It will. And it's 35-0. He proved it in Super Bowl 36, which caught New England getting its first Super Bowl victory. And ever since, they've won 5 more, just to tie it up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, now we're ready to return the punt here for the London Bulldogs, as Chris Jones punts us away for the Dallas Cowboys. And we got Jalen Ramsey, Jalen Ramsey wears number 25, as you guys saw in that fumble recovery there. Proved it. And he's one of the best defensive players in this league and even on the team as well. So just keep that in mind. He knows how to run the ball. He knows how to read offenses. He can just catch the ball with an INT and just return it all the way. So I'm going to throw the ball to Odell Beckham Jr., and he does a juke move, and he's going to go all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And this is now going to be a 41. Now we're going to convert for 2 points here. So now we're going to use a goal line, and we're going to use the power O running play. So I'm going to hand the ball off to Frank Gore. And will he make this into the end zone? Yes, he will. And it's now going to be 43-0 here in London. We'll see you guys in the second half. All right, now we get to do the kickoff, since we returned to kickoff in the first half. And London will kick this off, and Dallas will be ready to return the kickoff. And he's ready to return. And he's going to get stopped at the 34. This is beginning of the third quarter here, and we see Dak Prescott, the Mississippi State product. And we're going to use a 4-3 blitz, a defense. We're going to play some defense here. And now Ezekiel Elliott runs it for about a gain of 3. So this will lead into a 2nd and 7 here for the Dallas Cowboys. And now Ezekiel Elliott gains more yards though. 3rd and 4. We're going to use a 4-3 formation here for the defense. And now he's going to throw the ball, but there is a flag, and the pass is complete. And what is the flag considered? It is a roughing the passer. It is on the defense, actually. Landon Collins. So they're going to move 10 yards, and it will be at the 29-yard line. So they're about 9 yards shy from being in the red zone. 29 more to get it in the end zone. And Ezekiel Elliott does not lose nor gain any yards as it remains 2nd and 10 now from the 29-yard line. 2nd and 10. And he's going to get stopped, Ezekiel Elliott. So this will lead into a 3rd and 7. We're going to use a blitz play here for our defense. And we're at the 26-yard line with only 1 minute and 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. They pass it, and Michael Gallup scores the first touchdown of the game for the Dallas Cowboys, as it's now going to be 43-7 if they make the PAT. We'll see you guys when we have possession of the football. All right, now it is kickoff time here in London. The Dallas Cowboys kick this off, and Jalen Ramsey is ready to return here for the London Bulldogs, and he will get stopped at the 32. So this will lead into a 1st and 10 here for London. So now we're going to use the HB zone weak. And now 115 total yards offensive, like passing and rushing for Dallas, and 274 for London. And now Mark Ingram gains about 10 yards there on that carry. So this will lead into a 2nd and inches here for the London Bulldogs. And now we should be able to get this first down in. And we do. And he gets stopped at the 43 there. 3 rushes, 89 yards, and 1 touchdown on the game for Mark Ingram. So now, what I'm about to do on 1st and 10, Drew Brees, he's scrambling. He's going to throw it to Fitzgerald, and he breaks tackles and gets stopped at the 9-yard line. So we're in the red zone. 4 for 4, 154 yards there. So we're going to use a double slants route here for our offense. And now Brees, he's going to throw it to Fitzgerald and gets this one into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. And this is now his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game, and it's now 50-7. We'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. So we're going to use a 0 blitz play. 4th quarter just begun here for Dallas. They're going to throw the ball. Intended for Blake Jarwin, incompleted. So he has 115 passing yards in this game. Dak Prescott, 1 touchdown and 1 INT. So that INT was not a pick 6. So now he's going to throw the ball. It is going to be an incompleter. So this will be a 3rd and 10 here for the Dallas Cowboys. 3rd and 10 now from the 49. He's going to throw this one. And Michael Gallup, however, does get a first down, as he will get stopped at the 34. 130 yards now. Gain of 15 there. So this will lead into a 1st and 10. So we're going to use a cover 4 defense. And this will be a 1st and 10 now. And we see Dak Prescott. He gets sacked, and Dallas recovers. Ryan Kerrigan, the former Washington Redskins linebacker, made the sack. So we have 5 turnovers in this game. So 5 sacks for London. So our defense is one of the best. We have an overall of 93. So now Dak Prescott gets sacked again by J.J. Watt, the older brother of Derek and TJ, who both play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, as this will lead into 3rd and 27, his seventh season sack of the season for J.J. Watt. And now he gets sacked. The ball is out. London recovers, so we have possession. Landon Collins there made that recovery. So we got 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go. So we're going to use a cover 24 open. And yes, this is Dallas's 4th turnover of the game. And we got Mark Ingram. He only gains for about 5 yards there. We're going to see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now this is 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. We're going to use an I form here. We're going to do a passing play. And during a small break, Mark Ingram achieved over 100 rush yards in this game. So that's pretty good. He has 115 total offensive rush yards in today's episode. So I'm going to pass the ball to Harold McGrady there. It is incomplete, by the way. And now this will lead into a 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs. And I'm just going to throw it. And that will be an incomplete pass. But there is a flag on the field. And it is, it's a defensive pass interference. So we're going to definitely accept here. And I might just run it in with Drew Brees. So Drew Brees will run it in, and he gets this into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And now this will be a 58-7 lead, because we're 56 now, but it will be 58 because we're going to do a 2-point conversion here. We're going to try it, and if that don't work, at least we're still winning this game, and we'll take the W in our bye week, and we do get the 2-point conversion in. And we'll see you guys when we are on defense. All right, now the game is over here in London as the London Bulldogs win their 8th consecutive game, and they've been undefeated ever since. So now this is going to be a 58-7 lead win over the Dallas Cowboys for the Bulldogs. They did really well offensively and defensively. See, that was Richard Sherman's INT there. So now we're going to do the statistics. So now we're going to hold the skip. And we'll just go over the player statistics here. Just do this real quick. Drew Brees had a perfect passer rating of 158.3, 6 out of 8 there, 75 completion yards, 193 yards in this game with 3 touchdowns. Dak Prescott, 47.9 passer rating, 10 out of 20 there, 130 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 INTs. Ben Roethlisberger, 158.3 passer rating, 2 out of 2 there, and 1 touchdown on the day. Ezekiel Elliott had 8 rushes, 38 yards, no touchdowns in this game. Mark Ingram, 6 carries, 115 yards, and 1 touchdown with 4 broken tackles. Drew Brees had 24 yards with 4 carries and 1 touchdown on the day. Michael Gallup had 6 receptions, 92 yards, and 1 touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald had 3 receptions, 54 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Odell Beckham Jr. had 3 receptions, 145 yards, and 1 touchdown. And Harold McGrady had 2 receptions, 44 yards, and 1 touchdown there on the day. Let's see our defensive. Richard Sherman here had 2 sacks on the day. J.J. Watt, Ryan Kerrigan, Thomas Davis Sr., and Devin McCourty, along with Dante Hightower, all had at least 1 sack. So Jalen Ramsey and Richard Sherman both got INTs. Forced fumbles, Kerrigan. And then recoveries was Landon Collins, Thomas Davis Sr., and Jalen Ramsey. Let's see how many touchdowns. I believe the fumble recovery by Davis was a touchdown, and so was Ramsey's. Maybe it was a pick 6. It was a pick 6. So let's go to the punt return. There were no touchdowns there. Just want to double check. And thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Have a great Friday afternoon.